of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome to the July 19th, 2018 meeting for the Shawnee County Board of Commissioners. My name is Kevin Cook. I serve as the chair. Joining me today is Commissioner Shelley Bueller. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Commissioner Bob Archer. Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we begin, this is the third Thursday, and typically we would talk about the Expo Center and the renovations on the third Thursday. However, we do not have anything on the agenda for the Expo Center today, as there is not any action to be taken today, given that they are in final schematic design. And as HTK, the architects, work through that final schematic design, and as they get that finalized and bring it back, we should have something, and we'll schedule it when they do. If not before the third Thursday in August, at least by the third Thursday in August. So, with that being said, Madam Clerk, our first item.
Our first item is the consent agenda, item 3.
There are a number of items on the consent agenda. You might notice that they all relate to Old Prairie Town, and John Bell, I see, is at the back, and I'm sure he'll hop up and talk to us about Old Prairie Town and everything that's going on out there. But rather than taking up an entire agenda with small contracts, put them on the consent.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Bell, Recreation Program Supervisor, Old Prairie Town. And yes, that is correct. Apple Festival is creeping around the corner. This year's dates are October 6th and 7th. This is the second year for the two-day event change, because in the previous 37 years it was a one-day event, the first Sunday in October. So this is the second year of the two-day festival. Lots of arts and crafts vendors, food, entertainment. It's really something for everybody, and one of the best Northeast fall festivals in Kansas. So
It is a great event. I don't know where else you can get your beer rocks, apple pie, and country music all in one spot.
But there are some contracts on holiday happenings also.
that is correct, and I know you are a loyal customer.
I really enjoy it.
That is correct. Holiday happenings is November 30th, December 1st, and then the 6th and the 7th. $35 per person. The event starts, the doors open at 6, dinner served at 6:30, and after dinner is served, we have all the buildings open with entertainment and activities on all of those. So we will start taking registrations for that event August 1st.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Any
Thank you.
questions about
No.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk number 1, consider all voucher payments.
The vouchers are totaling $1,496,289.81. The largest amount is detention facility with Horizon Health, $262,833.33. We have a combination of federal and state grant with Conroy Contractors for the Gage Fitness Trail. That amount is $135,720.00. And then under the Expo Center event program, $82,884.39. So are there any questions?
I do not have any.
Move approval.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Bueller.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move for approval of the correction orders.
Second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item B, Sheriff's Office number 1, acknowledge receipt of correspondence regarding the purchase of personal tactical medical packs from North American Rescue per GSA contract at a total cost of $12,070.80 from the forfeiture funds.
Morning, Commissioners. Major J. Semeka, Sheriff's Office. Our intent is to outfit each one of our officers with a medical kit. It is called tactical, but basically it's a new school term for the old school field expedient. So this is something that an officer can attach to their belt or also just carry in their car. It is a more robust system. It involves a tourniquet, a blood clot agent, some combat gauze, and a chest seal. So the days of having the white kit with Band-Aids in it and aspirin and things like that are gone. So what we want to do is outfit each of these officers in the event that there's a tactical emergency or a medical emergency with the officers or anybody in the general public. They're going to have the right medical supplies to treat themselves and or others. As it says there, there is no taxpayers' dollars going to this. It is going to be funded through our asset forfeiture. If you have any questions.
Any questions for Major Smeka?
Do not.
Commissioner Archer?
I think opioid overdose is a big problem in the country from what we're all told today. Does this kit have, what is it, Narcan?
No, Narcan. That is correct, Commissioner. No, this does not. However,
Okay.
our officers are in possession of a Narcan agent for themselves. It's not something that we can give to the public. There are laws that prohibit that unless you have a physician order to be able to distribute or administer that to the general public, but our officers do have that, and we're working on a policy right now in that regard. That is a very good point.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I'll move to acknowledge receipt.
Motion to acknowledge receipt by Commissioner Bueller.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. I meant to say on Monday, Major Smeka, thank you. I'm good to have you back and good to see you. So thank you for coming over.
Thank you, Commissioner. Appreciate that.
Our next item.
Item C, Health Department, number 1, consider authorization and execution of Contract C 226-2018 with the Kansas Department of Health and Environment for grant funding in an amount of $33,685 to be received by the Northeast Corner Regionalization Initiative for the period of July 1, 2018 through June 30, 2019, to enhance the regional preparedness and response capabilities addressing public health and bioterrorism events. Shawnee County continues to serve as the fiscal agent.
Good morning, Commissioners. Craig Barnes, Health Department. As mentioned, this is to renew the contract that we've had with KDHE to receive funding for our NCRI, or Northeast Corner Regionalization Initiative. That initiative is made up of 8 counties. That is Atchison, Brown, Doniphan, Jackson, Jefferson, Marshall, Nemaha, and Shawnee County. They regionalized in 2002, and Shawnee County has been the fiscal agent since 2003. So this contract allows us to put together response capabilities for addressing public health and bioterrorism events here in our region of Kansas. And as mentioned, this is for $33,685, which will go to salaries and to help facilitate trainings and offer technical assistance to our region. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions?
I have none. I'll move approval of the contract.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Bueller.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next item.
Item D, Emergency Management, number 1, consider approval of resolution number 2018-36, adopting the Homeland Security Exercise Evaluation Program.
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols, Emergency Management. This is fairly straightforward. This resolution kind of clears up a couple of other resolutions or combines them together. So in 2005, the county adopted the National Incident Management System as the way we respond to emergencies following the national guidance. That was kind of, it was a requirement to receive grant funds from that moving forward. In 2009, there was a reason for our compliance. Are we following that guidance? So in 2009, the Emergency Management Department it was decided that they would be the compliance office, the NIMS compliance office. But it wasn't adopted in code, it was just adopted on a consent agenda. I got with the county counselor's office, and we put that in one, and then we are adding the Homeland Security Exercise Evaluation Program to that guidance as well. The Homeland Security Exercise Evaluation Program, commonly known as HSEP, is all hazards, whole community process on how to put exercises together, and it streamlines not only the process, but the after-action reporting, the improvement planning, all that is all in one piece. And with the NIMS compliance piece attached to that, It'll tell our partners if you're doing any kind of exercises that would require mutual aid up the ladder from county or city to county to state to federal, this is the guidance to follow. So it would clarify and clear up any processes in the exercise world in Shawnee County, preferably the whole community, but that's what we're looking at. So I put that in front of you.
Any questions regarding this?
I'll move to adopt the resolution.
A second.
Motion to adopt the resolution by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item D2, consider approval of request to offer the emergency planner position to an exceptionally qualified person at range 14, step 4, for a salary, including benefits, of $61,948 with funding from the Emergency Management Performance Grant Funds.
Dusty Nichols, again, Emergency Management. Pretty straightforward request here. The funds for this position are through the grant funding through the state we receive. It's a federal grant, EMPG, or Emergency Management Performance Grant. That grant requires us to do certain things to receive that money, which we do every year. We meet those requirements and more, usually. The dollars for this are specifically for preparedness and a planner position, so this entire position is paid for out of that grant. The person we've interviewed and have selected is exceptionally, as it's stated here, exceptionally prepared to take that position and meets all the grant requirements walking into the job.
Questions regarding the request? I'll move with an approval.
A second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passes 3-0. Thank you, Dusty.
Thank you.
Dusty.
Our next item.
Item E, corrections. Number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C227-2018 with IDEMIA for maintenance and support of the electronic fingerprint machine at a cost of $8,754 with funding from the 2018 detention budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brian Cole, Shawnee County Department of Corrections. This is just a continuation of a maintenance agreement we have. This is a company that, this IDEMA, that is buying out or purchasing the existing contract or the company that we have. But this is just a maintenance contract for our fingerprint system. This is a mission-critical part of our system because this is what sends all of our fingerprints to the FBI and the KBI and everybody else. This has been a big part of our operation. We did learn during this negotiation, though, that, of course, with anything else, that the lifespan of these systems are going out. And this contract is for almost, approximately a year, that if we do buy, and which we probably will have to look at getting some new fingerprint machines, that they will credit us back anything that's unused in this maintenance agreement because anything new would come with the warranty. We do have the money for this in our budget. The contract was given to the county counselor's office, and Jim and them reviewed it with their for legality and form. So I'd be happy to answer questions you may have.
Questions?
Move to approve the contract.
A second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Our next item.
Item F, facilities maintenance. Number 1, consider change orders numbered 1 through 6 by addendum to contract C-163-2018 with Sunflower Paving, Inc. for work on exterior parking lots number 3 and number 4 located north of the courthouse for a total increase of $11,979.25, resulting in a total cost of $139,197 from the 2018 capital outlay budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Bill Kroll, Facilities Maintenance Director. This is regarding the parking lots north of the courthouse, specifically now the one directly north of the alley, adjacent to the BP station. The larger lot on Monroe cost us a lot of extra money. Once we got in there with the mill on it, we found subgrade damage that essentially totaled almost $40,000 we had to replace. Before we jumped into the other lot, when we got that fixed, we moved forward with having Terracon come in and do some core samples, found some issues with this lot immediately north, but the feeling between Terracon, Sunflower Paving, and myself is it'll be more aesthetic in nature. Any issues we would have with this lot immediately north of the building, There isn't a whole lot of subgrade there. There's only a couple of 3 inches of gravel beneath that particular asphalt, and the asphalt itself is only about 2 inches thick in most places. What we will probably see in a few years after getting an overlay on that lot will be some reflecting through of some of the alligator cracking and some of the old potholes that were in that might show through, but it'll still be a good solid pavement. Moving forward, maybe 10, 15 years from now, we'll probably have to do a complete excavation of that lot and put in a new subgrade for it. But the couple $100,000 extra that would cost right now is just not within our budget, and we need to get that parking lot fixed. So all these change orders kind of tie all those together, and we'll have some good parking lots again around here. So answer any questions you might have regarding this.
Questions regarding this? I'll move approval of the change orders.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Our next item.
Item G, County Councilor, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-228-2018 with Global Spectrum LP for use of Heritage Hall for a judicial tax foreclosure sale on July 27th, 2018.
Good morning, Commissioners. Megan Barrett, County Councilor's Office. It's that time of year we're doing our judicial tax foreclosure auction. We filed the lawsuit late last year. We've gone through the entire process that we need to serve everybody, and now we're here at the auction. So this contract before you today is simply just our contract with Spectra to use Heritage Hall for the event. All we're paying is, we're not paying a rental. Obviously, we own the property in question, but we're just paying for their operating expenses for a staff person to be there.
Again, before we get into the contract with Spectra, could you kind of go through with us how many properties do we have on the tax foreclosure currently? What do people need to do in order to participate in the tax foreclosure next Friday? I know that there's some timelines and some deadlines that they have to meet, including tomorrow. So could you just kind of walk us through that?
Yeah, so currently we have 50 properties remaining as of today. We got one redeemed yesterday, so we have 50. There's about 33 residential properties, 4 commercial buildings, and 13 just kind of lots, vacant lots and properties around the county. So we do ask everybody to register a week before the auction, so that would be tomorrow by 4:30. We will accept registrations if we can next week, but we try to get people to get in. So they can go to our website on the counselor's page. There's a tax sale page, and there's information about what happens before, during, after the auction. There's a registration form. There's a list of the properties that are currently still in the auction. We have an interactive map that our appraiser GIS department has put together, so that's really cool. It's an actual interactive map where you can see where they're all plotted out in the county and look at them and go to the appraiser's office to see what the value is and things like that. So, yes, we would ask everybody to pre-register. We cannot accept registrations at the actual auction day.
And so if Tim Rensher decides to buy a piece of property next Friday, what's due at the time of the sale?
The highest bidder will just have to pay what the actual final bid amount is. Some people think they have to pay the bid plus taxes, but it's just whatever you bid in is what you pay plus a fee to record the deed.
Might be some good deals for Tim next Friday.
Come on, Tim. Get your registration form, and I haven't seen it.
Any questions regarding tax foreclosure sale or the contract with Spectra?
Move to approve the contract.
Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you.
Our next item.
Item H, Commission, number 1, consider canceling the meetings scheduled for Thursday, August 16th, 2018, and Thursday, November 15th, 2018, for election canvass.
This item is a little bit of house cleaning. It came up during the Elections Commissioner's budget hearing. I think Commissioner Bueller, you asked what days our canvassing were, and so we realized we had not yet canceled the meeting dates for the canvassing, so those are acknowledging that we will not be having a commission meeting when we will be doing the canvassing of the election returns. So it's a motion made to cancel those 2 meeting dates.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Bueller. All in favor say aye. All opposed? Passes 3-0. Our next item.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
This is an opportunity for any department head or member of the public to address the commission.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kellen, Site Inspector of Venue Management, the Kansas Expo Center. Just want to remind everyone that this weekend we have a wonderful family event for all the kiddos in Shawnee County. I know mine and many others will be in attendance there at Paw Patrol. There's 2 performances on Saturday. First performance is at 10 a.m., second performance is at 2 p.m., and then 1 matinee show on Sunday at 1 p.m. So look forward to having you all out. And then I Love the 90s tour is just right around the corner, so just a couple weeks away from that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Block, Public Works and Solid Waste. I wanted to take this opportunity to introduce you to Justin Pike. Justin has started with the county this week as our Deputy Solid Waste Director. We are very thrilled to have him. He came in with a lot of experience in management, operations, and personnel bargaining unit experience. So we are very happy to have him here. I think he's going to do an excellent job. I think he'll be much better than I ever was in this position. So we're really thrilled to have him, and I just wanted to introduce him to you all formally, and then so the public would see his face and know who he is. But we're really thrilled to have him here.
Good deal.
Great.
I don't know if you want to say anything, Justin, but
made my rounds to kind of introduce myself to commissioners. If I haven't met you yet, I apologize. It's a bit of a drinking from a fire hose type situation when you're day 4 on the job and you're meeting the governing body. But I'm excited to come back home. Family have roots in Topeka. All 8 of the kids are here in Topeka, so it's going to be very exciting times for us all. So
Good.
Great.
thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome, Justin.
Welcome.
thank you.
Anybody else? Commissioner Archer, anything for us today?
No, nothing, thank you.
Commissioner Bueller,
I do
anything?
not. No.
The one thing that I have is as we reached the halfway point on Monday with budget hearings, and so now we're in the downward slide to finish up budget hearings. We do have budget hearings this morning at 10 o'clock with the county councilor, 10:30 the treasurer, and at 11 o'clock it is audit, finance, county commission, general expenses, contingency, capital outlay, and debt service. So, and then we would have more budget hearings as the month continues. I don't have anything additional. Our next item.
Item 6, executive session.
There is not a need for an executive session today, so we are adjourned.